Testing, testing, turkey sandwich, T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Testing, testing, turkey sandwich, All right, let me turn this up again. Let me try it now. Let me see if it's working now. Hey, what's going on? Good morning. Welcome in. I'm doing my sound checks right now. Thank you for coming in. Good morning to you too. A moo 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 and a moo moo moo. A triple moo. How are you doing? Good morning. Can you moo moo moo? All right, I think I like the sound this way. I'm going to roll with that. Thank you for coming in. Welcome into another glorious day of the morning moo. It's already Taco Tuesday, guys. Happy Taco Tuesday. Now I have to get my mouse to work. My mouse for the past couple of days has been shutting off as soon as I push the live button. So now my next order of business is to turn my mouse back on. It's back on now, thankfully. So let me take my time and put good morning to all of you to Cow, C-O-W, 1, 2. Let me put that in there. And this cow as well. Good morning to you. Yes, turkey sandwich. Testing 1, 2, 3. T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Turkey sandwich. How you doing today? You sleepy, spicy burrito? I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm moving a little slow myself. I'm a little sluggish. Well, sluggish isn't the word. I'm still waking up. That's what it is. I'm still waking up also. So we're all in this together, all going through our day, reporting for work or getting ready for work, school, or what have yous, or to run errands. We're all doing this together. So shouts out to you and to High School Musical for letting us know in musical song and dance that we are all in this together. Welcome in. Let me put up a survey today. What do I want to put in today's survey? Let me see. What would you pick today for your breakfast? How about hot cakes? Well, pancakes, P-A-N-C-A-K, or waffle? And let me put the emoji in here if the computer will allow me. P-A-N-C. There's one. We've got alarm clocks going off, pancakes or waffles, sausage, and eggs. I hope you wake up in a decent amount of time, you know. Slow and steady wins the race. I know I'm on here pacing myself right now. Egg. And I'm currently making the survey. Pancakes or waffle, sausage and eggs, toast, and cereal. So I have three choices for the survey, and I'm looking for a cereal bowl and start. So here we go. We have the survey up. What would you pick today for your breakfast on this one shiny moment? We have pancakes or waffles. We have sausage and eggs, or toast and cereal. Boy, that sounds really good. So in this particular moment, I will want to go for the, I'm going for pancakes and waffles. Yeah, that is a tough one. So in this particular moment, based on how I feel, I will be picking, I am picking the waffles. That's what I'm picking today in this moment. Who knows what I will want this time tomorrow, but today I'm choosing waffles. Exactly. Waffles, 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 waffles. Shout out to Teen Titans Go. You know Teen Titans Go will they have new episodes coming out still. And so they announced their new episodes coming out every Saturday. I don't know how long they're gonna run it. You did too. You picked waffles as well. Yeah, for the crunch, you know, because you can dip it into the pancake syrup, y'all. So that's what I want. Remember waffle sticks? Do they still make waffle sticks, y'all? It was by Eggo. Lego My Eggo. They used to make waffle sticks. I thought those were really cool. So since I knew we weren't going to be able to afford those, we used that concept and we cut our circular waffles into strips and called it a day. So everybody won that day in reference to waffle strips. I'm getting ready to see if they still make those as a side note. I do like the original Teen Titans, the ones when they were more mature, you know. I do too, because that's the ones I grew up on. But I do like Teen Titans Go. Yo, I started watching them because my son introduced them to me when he was small, and I wanted to see it because he talked about it all the time, and it made him so happy, and it made me so happy to see him so happy talking about it. And so I watched it and I started liking it too. And that's when I told him about the ones I grew up on. I'm like, well, man, I know what you're talking about. These the same characters, but they're tiny now. And he was like, what? I'm like, yeah, I remember them. These are the ones I grew up on. So yeah. Then they ended up having the movie. It was okay, you know. I'm going to assume believe that they're going to make another Teen Titans movie, and the next time it'll be better. Kind of like when the Spider-Man movies first started coming out, they were everything to me because that was the first time actually seeing a Spider-Man done in human form. So they were good. But then as the Spider-Man movie started to evolve, they got even better, you know, even more better. They tightened it up. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. So I'm believing that that's the same go around that Teen Titans is going to have to go through. You have to start somewhere. That's how I look at it in reference to the Teen Titans Go movies or any movie in general, as far as it being based on the superhero. The first one, I'm glad you did it because that'll be your prototype, so you can go back and tweak the next videos from this point going on. All right, this point going on. So yeah, shouts out to Teen Titan Go. Good morning to you. Thank you guys for already pressing the like. We're only 10 minutes in and you guys we already have 3 likes. That's pretty cool to me. And so yes, Teen Titans Go is still making episodes. SpongeBob made a grand announcement. He's already started his new episodes already. I haven't seen it yet, but I was really happy to see SpongeBob SquarePants back up and running. Based on the commercial though, his voice sounds completely different, but I understand the change and I'm still here for it. SpongeBob's been around for a million billion years. Then Patrick Star had his own cartoon, you know, so yeah. So let me put in here, currently I'm poking around on the computer, not the computer, the Android, because I'm typing in another pop-up question. I like that YouTube's allowing us to do a little bit more, like every few months. That's sad, but every few months it seems like YouTube is allowing me to do more things on the live stream. What is one of your favorite? They have a feature on YouTube Shorts where you can play the games. I want to do that too, to see if we can actually play the game for a longer amount of time, because I did that by way of YouTube Shorts and that was fun. But I wanted more time. I wanted to be able to play the YouTube inspired games and talk to you at the same time for more than 3 minutes. So perhaps if I remember, I can check into that, and perhaps that could be one of my bonus videos for today. What is one of your favorite cartoon shows? Cartoon TOON shows. So I'm typing that in. What is one of your favorite cartoon? Hey guys, I'm doing great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And now I'm picking a color. I'm going to pick something that's not too bright on my eyes today. This one will have to do. What is one of your favorite cartoon shows? And push done. All right, start question the Q&A. Let me put it into the corner there, see if it'll behave. The Q&A bubble keeps always getting into my way. It's alive. Stay over there. You see that? I did it. That's up. I'm doing good. Thank you. How are you doing? Yeah, welcome in. For me, I'm just starting my day, at least for the public. I've been up a little while already to get ready for the live stream and, and just have a smooth morning. I don't want to get up anywhere and go to work and rush, So, yeah, so I allow myself the proper time to get ready. And I tell you, I like this a lot. I like this so much more than having to rush. Favorite cartoon, Beyblade and Samurai Jack. I had too many favorites. I grew up watching all the 2000s cartoon shows. I hear you. Samurai Jack is cool. Beyblade, that is the show. But I have a question. Did Beyblade start off as a game first, then get turned into and then it got turned into a cartoon? Was Beyblade... I saw, if I'm not mistaken, I think I saw a Beyblade coloring book before, and it actually looked awesome. So the coloring book alone, if I'm not mistaken, actually caught my attention more to be more inquisitive about Beyblade. So shouts out to the coloring book. I'm like, okay, was Beyblade a cartoon or a toy first? Let me see. So you said here, as a toy hobby, yeah, I thought so too. Even no matter what age you are, let's just say, from elementary to adulthood, you never underestimate anyone's age when it comes to how fast the world is. When I was growing up, the world was moving fast for me, and it was hard to keep up. So thankfully, through commercials, and listening to other people talking and then catching up on YouTube videos, I'm able to kind of keep up with this stuff because it's interesting. It's just so much to keep up with. It can be overwhelming in a good way, because there's a lot of TV shows I want to watch that I haven't started yet, or I forgot about, and that's a good thing because now I can rewatch them again. 90s Japan, oh man, that's cool. And that's a whole nother world too, which is quite exciting, because if you want to take a break on watching our kinds of stuff, you can just go over into a whole nother category and see that. So yeah, Beyblade, I asked, was Beyblade a cartoon or a toy first? And you're right. I'm not checking behind you at all, but I want to build on that for the ones who may not know, and to remind myself too. The toy came out first, launching in Japan in July 1999. Party like it's 1999. The company manga was released around the same time, and the anime series premiered in January 2001. The toys and media were created to promote each other, with the manga and anime helping to popularize the toy line. That's cool, right? Yeah. Hey, Chile, how are you doing? High five. Welcome in. We're currently gathered around talking about our favorite cartoon shows. And so I just finished reading about Beyblade. And I wanted to reaffirm myself that what I thought was right. Beyblade was a toy first before it was a cartoon. I'm so happy. I'm proud of myself that I actually remember that. And that means a lot. So yeah. And so one of my favorite cartoons, because like all of my cool peeps in here, we have more than one favorite cartoon. So you don't have to be so specific and spot on. High five. I like the Animaniacs. These are the things that are coming off the top of my head. Cupcake and Dino. I like Mona the Vampire. Y'all should have been here yesterday when I was talking a little bit about Dora the Explorer, because I felt sorry for Dora, because I was like, once Diego came out and Backpack came out, I kind of stopped having interest in Dora the Explorer. I was like, I like Diego. I like Backpack. And sure enough, I apparently wasn't the only one rooting for Diego more than Dora, because a year or two later, Diego had his own TV show. I'm like, bye, Dora, here for it, so it's like, dun, dun, dun. Did Dora lose her job to Diego? Kinda. No, it just divided the audience. So if you want to see a war break out when it comes to voting, it's between Dora the Explorer and Diego. It's gonna be carnage in the streets. People gonna be so serious. No, I'm Team Dora. Dang it. No. Team Diego! No, forget both of them. I'm Team Backpack. Fight, 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 fight. How you doing? Thank you for coming in, my favorite voiceover actress. Thank you so much. Yeah, but Dora was better in comparison. See, here we go. We're about to start the blood war here in the YouTube streets at 5:19 a.m. Before y'all get to work, get to school. It's about to be a fight. Some of y'all in here probably got to get ready to go to the mall and get the mall opened up. Are you going to make it there, or are you going to pull the car over and start listening to this Dora the Explorer and Diego war that's about to get set off right here? No, but I want to be. Long story about being a voice actress. I keep losing the information to the place where I want to do the voice actressing at. And I found myself getting asked this question about every 2 months, and I always forget. So perhaps when I write it down again by way of you asking, perhaps this time I'll remember and not lose my notes and refine the place where I wanted to apply to work online, because it's very simple. The rules are easy. So perhaps this time around I will remember to do that. See, I'm going to write it down and try to find that place again. I had it saved in my computers, but my computers, I think I work my computers out too much. So when I find it, sometimes I do put the place where I want to audition at on my what do you call it, bookmark, but my computers crash and I cannot get back into my computer. It's in the cycle starts all over again. So I'm going to believe today that I'll be able to successfully break that cycle, because I'm not procrastinating. I just keep forgetting or I'll lose my notes. So thank you for asking. Let me be quiet and write that down, and I'm going to believe I'll remember this time. Go find that voice actress job you wanted online. So I wrote it down, so thank you so much. For me, my favorite cartoon would have to be classic 1990 Spider-Man cartoon, since that was my first cartoon I ever saw. That's amazing and adorable. And it's like, aw, because I talked about Spider-Man right after you came in. Because I was saying that I was talking about when the Spider-Man movie first came out. I highlighted it too, so thank you for mentioning YT about the voice acting stuff. I believe I'll remember this time. It is not my intention to be going around being stuck in the same thought process of thought, not getting anything done. So, yeah, so what I was saying was the Spider-Man movie. Right before you came in, I just talked about how the first Spider-Man was amazing to me, because that was the first time in my lifetime actually witnessing Spider-Man come to the movie theaters. And then as it evolved, the Spider-Man movies got better. You know, they're really good now. They're polished and they're just so awesome. So I was saying that in reference to the Teen Titans movie that came out. It was okay. I liked it, but it was just okay. But it's starting off to me like how the first Spider-Man movie kicked off. What is it? The early 90s? Late 90s, early 2000s, you know? So I believe when they give the Teen Titans movie another go-round, it will be even better. So you have to start somewhere in order to make your franchise better. So never be, I'm not going to tell you how to feel, but the first prototype of any movie, you're nervous because you will want it to be better. You have a certain budget. You may not have all the time to do everything, but you do it. Then you get the feedback, you watch the movie, and by then you'll be able to develop a whole nother way you want to go to strengthen your project. And that's the fun part. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Yeah, Muriel. Oh, yeah, I feel so sorry for Courage the Cowardly Dog, because it's like, you know how we are the cool people. You tried to tell them that it was something up there, but all there was like, go on, sit back down in that chair. Ain't nothing up there. You try to warn them, just like Courage. And then they done effed around and found out. And then Courage is the one who had to save everybody after he tried to tell them, let's go before it's too late. I feel so sorry for sweet old precious Courage the Cowardly Dog. He's so cute, and he's purple, and his feet look like little plus signs, like fat plus signs. And he walks like this on his toes. Yeah, so shouts out to Courage the Cowardly Dog. I do like him too. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Eustace Banks. Mario. You remember the Courage the Cowardly Dog episode was Bigfoot. I think it was with Bigfoot. And then he put the fruit basket on his head and it was like yeah 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 yeah. That was funny. Thank you guys for coming in and sharing with me your favorite cartoon shows. I'm gonna keep that up running during the whole duration of this live stream. Once I get my mouse back up and running, my mouse keeps shutting off on me for some apparent reason, some odd reason. So before I can continue on, let me try to load it back up again. Let's see here. It's starting to fire off. It's supposed to be red. It's supposed to be a solid red. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So Courage the Cowardly Dog is an awesome show too. Well, that's a good question. I do have an email. It should be in the description. Yeah, that's about all I can say. I have a email. It's in the description of where you can contact me. I had to be sure to read it. Eugene and Mario always reminds me of my parents since they... Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness! Did y'all hear what Armando just said? Eugene and Mario always reminded me of my parents since they look just like them. Oh man, Mario is really cute though. How can you be mad at Mario? She is just adorable with her big old glasses. She had those clear sun blue blockers on. You remember the sun blue blockers the senior citizens used to wear? Big old boxy shades to keep their eyes protected, and people in general who had light sensitivity to the lights and stuff wore them too. Yeah, you stupid dog, you made me look bad. Bam! And then he'll get the mask. Ooga booga booga booga. Like, no! I'm quite sure in the concept of Courage the Cowardly Dog, they did a story of how in the world Eustace and Mario Banks met. But I still would like to know. And that sounds like something I would want to talk about, in the future. Guys, it's so much stuff to talk about, at least in my world. And you can just spend a good hour just breaking it all down. Thank you. I take that as a compliment. I love it a lot. I come from the family of the Joker. I come from the family of Joker from Batman. Weird Al Yankovic is my family. The Mad Hatter is my family. Jack Skellington is my family. Those are my people. That's where I reside. Those are my people. Let's go. Moo. Yes, y'all, we're hitting the 30-minute mark. We're approaching so we could do the cows in the chat. But the chat is flowing and I don't want to interrupt that. We're just vibing and having a good time. So I do have a schedule in the way, but it's there to keep me in line, but I'm vibing where we're talking, so I'm gonna talk here for a little bit longer. Digimon was my favorite cartoon growing up. Change into digital champions to save the digital world. Hey, Digimon used to make me cry a little bit because I want to be Digi-destined too. Oh, it's like I grew up from wanting to be a Pokemon master. I still want to be a Pokemon master. But as I grew older and dived deeply into the Digimon, everything at that time, I like the more mature take that it took with them having responsibilities, how they showed them still having to go to school, how all their lives weren't perfect. So it was more relatable at that time as I was growing up. Because when I was growing up, I started to see things more. And things weren't always what I thought they were from the eyes of a child. Things got more serious as I got older, unfortunately. So I related to Digimon because of that. Yup, I thought it was better than Pokemon. Yes. So my little sister, she she had the Digimon soundtrack and I had the Pokemon soundtrack. And yeah, the Pokemon soundtrack, the To Be a Master one, that CD was awesome. But it was funny because I think when it came to that, I liked the Digimon CD more than the Pokemon CD. But neither of us wanted to switch CDs. You know, it was too hard to part with the Pokemon one. It was funny and it was good times. So yeah, well, my little sister's probably getting ready for work, so shouts out to her. Every once in a while she will come in. I don't want to put her on blast too much unless she says so. But if she comes in, you know, she comes in. Yeah, that's what they all say. But in the grand scheme of things, everything is bad nowadays. So you have to do your best to find the good out of the bad. That's how life rolls here, or you will be isolated. If you put yourself in such a prison and find all the bad and everything, you might as well lock yourself up in jail because you're imprisoning yourself. What's going on? Thank you so much, guys. No, thank you for asking. All positions for moderators have been filled. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you for that compliment. Digimon and also the miracle of replays. You know, you can watch Digimon. What platform is Digimon streaming on right now? Let me look. Now that you mention it. I know we're talking about Digimon, but the cartoon that's coming to mind right now is To Be a Master, ha, Pokemon Master, I will be writing, ha, my something chapter, sing it, na 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 na, the greatest master of Pokemon. Dun dun. So, you want to be a Pokemon master? Can you defeat the elite? Oh man, don't get me started. Y'all gonna make me want to change up how I want to celebrate my birthday next year. Y'all gonna make me want to get a Pokemon or Digimon, have a Pokemon Digimon birthday party. Y'all need to stop. Don't go changing. So where is y'all probably gonna say Crunchyroll, but I'm still gonna ask AI overview. Where can I watch Digimon's episodes? Crunchyroll! I know, but let me see if there's anywhere else. Where can I watch WATCH? Dang it, I'm spelling everything wrong. Home roll. WATCH Digimon episodes. Let's see what AI overview has to say. Excuse me, Syra. Oh my gosh, why does that sound so familiar? How come though when I read Syra, I thought of Braceface? So did they look the same? That's two different things. So streaming services, Hulu has streaming rights for the dubbed versions of the original Digimon series, y'all. Digimon's Adventures 1999, Digimon Adventures 02, Digimon Tamers, and Digimon Frontier. I'm talking about the original Digimons that we saw. Not this new stuff. But according to here, you can find it on Hulu. And then, of course, Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll offers newer Digimon series primarily with Japanese audio and English subtitles. Digimon Fusion, X-Roars, Digimon Universe, App Monsters, and Digimon Ghost Game. That one sounds fun. Amazon Video. You know you can get the entire Digimon's series Blu-ray if you want Blu-ray on Amazon, y'all. I saw it, and the computer just reminded me that you can get it from there. It's so beautiful, and it's worth every penny. Do I do accents? You know, I never gave it any thought, but I'm quite sure I can. What's going on? Howdy, what's going on? Oliver Smith, high five. There we go. We've got cows in the chat. Yeah, so Billy and Mandy. So right now, Oliver, we're talking about our favorite cartoons. So I'm just rolling with it because we're having a good time vibing. Hi, Cat Dog. And then at the top, Billy and Mandy. Oh, there's pie in the sky, which makes me wonder why. Billy and Mandy. These are the things that can get you through a dark time in life, because as long as we live, we will have seasons in our lives where they're just okay, they're just boring, they're dark times, and we need things like this to get us through. So I recommend all of you always run to your favorite cartoon when your mind is filled with sadness. Cartoons to help get you out of it a little bit. Codename Kids Next Door, Ed, and Eddie. When this past summer, y'all, did you guys see that during the summertime when kids were on summer vacation, Cartoon Network actually had the Checkered Past. It will come on at 5 o'clock after regular show. And so Ed, and Eddie will come on as the Checker Pass, and it will be on for a half hour from 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 5:30. And then after that, Courage the Cowardly Dog will come on from 5:30 p.m. ET time to 6. And I love that. I wish they would just... I want Cartoon Network to go back to how Cartoon Network used to be. It's like they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing or don't know what to do and are acting so indecisive. Yeah, at least for my block where I'm at, they don't do that anymore now that summertime is over. They're back to that BS schedule. So after if the regular show goes off at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, they're rolling right into Adult Swim. And Adult Swim shouldn't be coming on that soon because you guys, kids are still up. You know, Adult Swim comes right on at 5 p.m. That's too soon, and it rolls right into King of the Hill. Don't get me wrong, I like King of the Hill, but it's inappropriate still. It should go back to coming on like at 9 o'clock. You know, and then after King of the Hill, Bob's Burgers come on. Yeah, so that's what they're doing. You're welcome. Yeah, the shows are not as interesting as they were. They do a lot of singing and carrying on in a lot of today's cartoons. Yeah, and the schedules, they don't schedule like they used to. It's like they're hiring the wrong people. They're hiring the wrong people, man, and it's messing up TV program. I have a schedule, and I rely on certain programs being on to suit my schedule needs. At a certain time of day, I want to be finished working, and then when I finish working, I want to turn to the set program and watch it, you know? But it don't be there. Yo! Let me look up one more cartoon to verify. Somebody put Tom and Jerry, Johnny Bravo with the laughing emoji. Yeah. Oh, so let me check out this cartoon right here. Cartoon called I wonder, this cartoon called Sierra. Do it have? I think of Braceface and Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Let me see. Okay, so if this is for Armando, you had Sierra. It says cartoon called Sierra primarily return political cartoons, and they're political cartoons, animated short films, or documentary series use the name Sierra in their titles to refer to okay, so it's probably It's a short film cartoon. Maybe that's what it is, but I looked it up because the more I know, the better. So Cyril also appears as a fan-made character representing the country. Okay, so yes, it sounds like a personal cartoon with a small circle, but the circle is big. It's small because if you don't know, you don't know, but it's big when you know. So I'm starting to inform myself on this. So it sounds like cartoons we have over here where you have the comic book strips and they have the cartoon, the political corner, and in the political corner they have cartoons based on the things that are happening in real time, you know, with the government and stuff. They be funny but sad and true at the same time. So I'm assuming that's what it is. So thank you for sharing that with me, because the more I know, the better. There's Beyblade right there. Shouts out to Beyblade. Hi, I'm from Norway. Hi, I'm from Norway. What's this channel about? Welcome in from Norway. This is a variety channel. So you came in today on Morning Moo, where I just hang out with my cool peeps in my cow suit, celebrating the fact that I like cows, and we just talk about different topics. Today's topic, when I get to it, is about the Taco Bell KFC restaurant combo. But right now I'm just vibing with all my friends on here, talking about cartoons that we like, you know, that put bright spots in our hearts. Tomorrow I will be talking. Tomorrow, no, we're going out to space. It's Baskethead, the very intentionally very long live stream show with Baskethead, where we watch movies, talk about it, commentate in between while the movie is going on, and play music in the background. So it shifts from watching the movie, talking about the movie, then there'll be spaces in between where music just plays and lights go off in the background. On Thursdays, I show up as myself, not in a costume, and I talk about anything that could be serious, real life situations that I may want to just talk about and vent. And on Friday, it seems to be gaining more momentum, more than I thought it ever would. Hercules the Shark, if you're interested, 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, a real life shark comes on, and he talks about all the things he did on his day off. His name is Hercules the Sharks. So thank you for asking, and welcome into Elay TV, a variety platform. I refuse to put myself in the box. We have Roadrunner was my favorite. Nice to meet you too. Oh, reindeer. I'll take that. I will take that. Yeah. So that's that on that. Thank you guys for your participation in that. I'm not going anywhere. Let's get ready to get started with cows in the chat. We are approaching the 45-minute mark, and we've gathered around the fire or the bonfire, forest fire, and had a good time. Just like we want MTV to play music like before. LOL, now it's just ridiculousness returns. And my soul vomits because it's just too much of it. Ridiculousness needs its own channel. It's got so much content, it can have a separate channel. But bring back MTV. I want my MTV. You know what I'm saying? Like they used to say, I want my MTV. My soul is crying for the times when MTV used to be inspirational. It's not inspirational anymore. It's a reflection of where we are today in life. Flatline, boredom, boring content. Hercules the Shark was fun. Yes, I thought so too. Hercules the Shark be having me laughing. I be in the background crossing my fingers hoping he don't say something too much out of the way to get himself or my platform in trouble. But nonetheless, I like Hercules the Shark. I'm here for it. That's my guy. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, pets, plants, and animals, thank you for coming into the Morning Moo. The time for me is 5:44 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm reporting live from the beautiful state of Georgia. Yes, I have Georgia on my mind. Thank you for the ones who have come in from Norway and Australia. Shouts out to all of you, because you sure could have been anywhere else in this whole YouTube megasphere. But you're here with me. Even if it's for a little bit of time, I appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to put cows in the chat. Cow emojis in the chat, animal emojis in the chat. Or your favorite emoji in general in the chat while LA sings cows in the chat song. You ready? Let's get ready to go. Harmonica, please. Ooh, cows in the chat, cows in the chat, moo. Cows in the chat, cows in the chat. Cows in the chat, cows in the chat, moo. Cows in the chat, cows in the chat. Cows in the chat is a moment where I have to say, from the bottom of my 3 cow stomachs, I am utterly sorry that the NASA people, also known as the science people and the government people, have placed a global warming and the alleged impending doom of planet Earth on cows. I am sorry that they are placing the blame on cows. I guess they finally ran out of people to place the blame on, and now they're placing the blame on the poor cows. I am deeply sorry that this is happening. Here at Elay TV, we love animals and we especially like cows. I want to say, for my wacko's wish, I ask this every time I am on not on Cartoon Network. Every time I am on here, can you please, NASA, as an apology, give us a unicorn? Be like, yo, we messed up everything. We had too much fun playing around with scientific toys. We done effed around and opened up CERN. As an apology, here's some unicorns as a peace offering. I would love to have some unicorns here. And another thing I would like to have too, y'all, some strawberry cows. So just a moment as I get some strawberries in here and the cow. So those are my 2 requests. My wacko's wish, strawberry cows and some unicorns spread out around the world. It will make the world look even more beautiful. Yeah, hey, NASA, leave those cows alone. Dun, 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 dun. We don't need no education. Hey, NASA, leave those cows alone. You better believe it. Yes, NASA, you better leave those cows. Well, coming in live on top 3 Billboard records around the world. Been on top 3 charts for 195,000 weeks. Shout out to all of the cool peeps. Man, yes, Toonami forever. Cows are great, and the final installment in reference to talking about these precious cows, aka bovine moo 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 moo, bovine moo 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 moo, is, if it weren't for cows, guys, there wouldn't even be any flame broiled burgers rolling off the grill from Burger King, because you know how much I like Burger King. If there weren't cows, there wouldn't be any Burger King. If there weren't cows, bonfires, tailgates, and barbecues would not be the same, because the bare minimum when you're grilling anything are what? Dogs and burgers. You got to have one or the other when you're grilling. Shouts out to the cows. Appreciation goes out to the cows, aka bovines. Thank you guys for participating in the cows in the chat segment and for placing your favorite emoji in the chat, or your favorite animal emoji in the chat in general. That was really cool. Shouts out to the cows. Cat Dog, we talked about Cat Dog yesterday. Cat Dog on BET Plus. So if you're interested in wondering what the cool peeps and I talked about, it's available and the chat is open so you can see the chat replay as well. Thank you for asking. My day is going really splendid, like Splenda. Hey. Let me take my time, breathe, and get some water. That water is really good. It's at the right temperature, guys. It's at the right temperature. Yo, Nessa, leave those cows alone. Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do. Toonami forever. I am so here for it. Yes, Georgia mentioned. Shout out to Georgia, Australia in the house. Yo, so How to Train Your Dragon. Isn't that so precious? And I say that because I'm thinking of all the cute characters. They're so cute. They did a good job designing the characters on there. I just keep thinking of their face, like their cheeks. It's like, oh, how can you not like watching that show? It's like even if you have it on in the background without the volume up, it just seeing something like that in the background is nice, right? Yeah. Shout out to SpongeBob. I was saying earlier, we're about to approach our first hour already, y'all. And it's like I just pushed start. I don't think I'm going to ever stop being amazed about how I just started this thing and an hour is going by so fast. I think this is a splendid way of how we spend our time on here. You SpongeBob, we were talking about at the top of the hour, maybe 45 minutes ago. SpongeBob SquarePants has new seasons out now, new episodes. And I think just like the Teen Titans Go, they too will be played every Saturday. We've got Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. It's a special place in my heart that has a separate room for foster homes of imaginary friends, because in the height of Cartoon Network really cranking out the beautiful cartoons, Foster's Home stood apart from all of the cartoons. Far as breaking the barriers of imagination, to me, Foster Homes in this moment of imaginary friends was our Adventures of Gumball. Adventures of Gumball broke barriers too, far as breaking the fourth, fifth, sixth wall of using animation, bringing objects like toaster ovens to life. I know Brave Little Toaster did it, but the the Gumball cartoon really kicked it into high gear when they introduced us to this world of imagination and how they blended real life pictures into the cartoon scheme of it. I love that. The Amazing World of Gumball reminds me of this book that I really like reading, and I actually want to own it for myself, called Knuffle Bunny. Knuffle Bunny was actually the first children's book that I read as an adult, because I used to work at the library, guys, so I used to put books away when I had graduated high school and stuff. I had that job for a little while longer after graduating high school. So when I was in the children's section putting books away, I got to see all the latest books coming out. And one of the books that caught my attention was Knuffle Bunny. And this was before The Adventures of Gumball came out. So in that book, they had cartoons, drawings in it, and it had as the background realistic pictures from like our experience, the human experience. And I thought that was the most fascinating book I've ever seen in so long. So in the spirit of creativity, shouts out to the Knuffle Bunny book, shouts out to Foster Home for Imaginary Friends, and to Gumball. Spy Kids Next Door, exactly. Time flies when we're having fun. It sure do. Danny Phantom. Danny Phantom was mentioned yesterday, and I didn't get a chance to make time to watch him, but I can tell you this. What holds true into my heart with Danny Phantom is that Danny Phantom's cartoon looked great on t-shirts. It made great merch far as t-shirts, hands down. It made some rocking t-shirts. So I'm like, if the merch looks great, and I haven't even sat down and watched the cartoon, I know the cartoon gotta be good. Milk and cereal, you got to have it. So you're choosing milk and cereal. I will definitely get to the survey, because in the survey, y'all, I picked waffles. I chose waffles. No, I would have liked to have gone to HBCU. I would have liked to have done a lot of stuff with my life, but that's another story. A lot of opportunities were how can I say, mischievously taken away. But that's no excuse to go today. But it's not the same. It's not the same. So, LA, you remember Scooby-Doo and the 13 Ghosts? What? Shut the front door. Now, you're not talking about Scooby-Doo and the 13 Ghosts far as the Lego movie. And I'm saying that because yesterday on Cartoon Network, they had a Scooby-Doo Lego movie on. So let me check it out. Hold on. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Scooby-Doo and the 13th. I may have seen it. I'm looking it up right now. Just one moment. Let me go over here. Scooby-Doo and the Curse. Oh my gosh, dude. How come when you said, LA, do you remember Scooby-Doo and the 13th Ghost? I instantly thought of the horror movie. Wasn't it called The 13th Ghost? Or something like that? But in the 13th Ghost, the guy from Scream Part 1, the bad guy, was in the 13th Ghost human movie. So when I read Scooby-Doo and the 13th Ghosts, I instantly thought of him. But fun fact, according to the internet, Matthew Dillard also is in this 13th Ghost movie also. Did you know that? That's really cool. He plays the voice character of Shaggy Rogers. Yeah, exactly. So that's really cool. So I'm quite sure I may have seen it. The 13th Ghosts. Let me go to AI mode so I can read a brief synopsis about it. Scooby-Doo and the 13th Ghost refers both to the 1985 animated TV series The 13th Ghost of Scooby-Doo and the 2019 direct-to-video movie Scooby-Doo and the Curse of the 13th Ghost, which serves as a conclusion to the unfinished series. Perfect. High five. Bam. Thank you for that. We are approaching the first hour. Let me break out my cereal. I actually want some cereal now. Of course, I have the one and only Fruit Loops. Here, take a Fruit Loop and pass it around. You guys want some Fruit Loops? Take your Fruit Loop, pass it around. 100, how can I say this? 100 cereal pieces of Fruit Loops on the wall. 100 pieces of Fruit Loops cereal on the wall. You take one down, you pass it around. 100 pieces of soup, Fruit Loops cereal on the wall. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now go in the kitchen and fix them pancakes. Every single time I am doing good. In fact, she's feeling good, feeling great, feeling great, feeling good. How are you? How are you doing? Get out of the camera. All in the video. All in the video. Goodness, I have to protect my cereal at all costs. I put this saran wrap over to protect it from dust. Yeah. I'm doing great, guys. Thank you so much. Let me get to the survey and see what my cool peeps have said here. What would you pick today for your breakfast in this one shiny moment? Thank you. Yeah, I know I can sing. Hey, multi-talented, multifaceted. What would you pick today for your breakfast? Pancakes or waffles? 22% said pancakes or waffles. 44% either for the sausage and eggs breakfast meal. And 33% said toast and cereal. Toast and cereal. Yeah, because someone actually put that in their comment. So yeah, I picked waffles today. Could you imagine Scream using his shaggy voice trying to, oh no, to 86U? Wait a minute. I know it would have us all messed up. It's like, I don't know if this, you know how they say they're, you either going one way up or down, but it's like, if that were to happen and I was getting chased by the Scream monster, and the voice was coming out like Shaggy, I'll be like, there's got to be a purgatory, because this is not it's just no way in between. It will make me think of that, because this is like, what's happening? I don't know if I should be laughing, crying, running for my life. Is this serious or not? What's going on? When in doubt, book it the H out of there. That's all I can say. Unfortunately, when and if you come into a situation like this and you don't know if it's a serious situation or not, just run, abort mission, and leave. Because I'd rather find out miles away from the incident than F around and find out the hard way, right? Just run. When in doubt, get the H out of there. Don't be standing around trying to figure it out. Or you're going to be meeting your maker sooner than you would have liked. Man. Well, that was funny. Let me get the screen opened up over here. And ain't nobody got time for that. I want you to live. There we are. Let me push this in here. Scooby snacks and oh no, exactly. It's so sad. It's so sad. It's so sad. That's pretty much how it is. He'll be acting like Chucky, the Chucky doll. You know, it's like, wow, it's a talking doll. Do I approach? That's kind of scary. At the same time, he's got a knife. It's pretty much like that. If you were to see the Chucky doll, you're like, man, it's Chucky. Run, girl, run! It's not supposed to be like this. Get out of there. Get out of there. Live to tell the tale. Live to tell the tale. Holla. So we figured out the whole 13th ghost situation. The situation with Scooby-Doo. They had two movies, one that came out in 1985 and then one that came out in 2019, which concluded the saga from 1985. Y'all, we gonna party like it's 1985. Yawn. Here comes Chucky Chan. Here comes Chucky Chan. Y'all remember that? Oh boy, I just cannot. Let me check on a couple of things real quick and then we'll move into the Taco Bell KFC combo of it all. Let me look around here. I can say yesterday after finished working on the computer, the rest of my day, it felt like I was on my days off again. You know, it was like I was back on my days off. It's nice to be caught up on work. Caught up on work. Moving forward. Moving forward. Let me load up the prompt for Taco Bell KFC combo. The Taco Bell KFC combo restaurant. I'm getting ready to get that going. And in AI mode, I want to save this topic as well. So let me bookmark it for later. And hopefully, I need this to bookmark into the topics right here. I'm going to switch my screen around, guys, so when I read off of here, I won't be straining my eyes too much. Let me move this over here. And bada bing, we are good to go. So, the Taco Bell KFC restaurants. I'm getting ready. Let me type that in. Let me put some burgers and fries in the chat. Let me put burger, fries. Do you want fries with that? A hot apple pie with that? And a chicken leg. The royal chicken leg. And time to talk about the restaurants. I want to use this emoji and this one. Time to talk about the I was about to say Burger King Taco Bell combo. Oh, that would be nice if they had a Burger King Taco Bell combo. KFC Taco Bell combo. Everybody mumbo, 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 mumbo. Let me put this down in my notes so I can look it up to see if they have that. Do they have a Taco Bell Burger King combo as well? Do they have a Taco Bell Burger King combo? There, I wrote that down too. Wow, you should Uber me some food. Nice try, but it never hurts to ask, because if you don't ask, you will never know. You'll never know. You'll never know. You'll never know. I sound like Tiffany. You remember Crazy A Tiffany from Adventure Time? I'm like, where is your mother and where is your father? Toriyama! Ow! Okay. So we have here Taco Bell KFC combo restaurants are dual branded locations that combine with fast food chains under one roof. Under one roof. Like Drumline. One band, one sound. Hey, welcome in. Aloha from Hawaii. Hey, how you doing? High five. Hawaii is a beautiful place. I saw I was watching the TikTok maybe 4 years ago, and there was it was a live TikTok, and it was one of the celebrity guys from there, and he was just reporting live, talking with everybody. But what was so cool was the fact that he was reporting from Hawaii, and it was just so pretty to see the trees moving in real time in the background, the clean blue sky. It didn't have any interruptions. That's why I said clean, because there weren't airplanes going by and no birds in the way. It just was the sky, the trees, and then he would move the camera, I think, sometimes to show like the beach. So shout out to Hawaii. I want to. That'd be fun. Why not? It's not that far away. And it's so pretty. And y'all food, oh my goodness, it's good. Meaning I try my best to recreate you guys' meals by way of a cookbook and online resources. Hello, welcome in. We have here now the Taco Bell combo restaurants are dual branded locations that combine both fast food chains under one roof, guys. A strategy made possible because both are owned by the parent company Yum Brands. This allows for lower overhead costs and a broader menu, appealing to a wider range of customers. While less common now, these combinations can also include Pizza Hut creating Ken Taco Hut locations. Ownership. Both Taco Bell and KFC are owned by Yum Brands, the same parent company that also owns Pizza Hut and other brands. Strategy. Co-branding or placing multiple brands in one building is a business strategy that helps save on costs like rent and can increase traffic by appealing to wider customer bases. I like that. I think that's really cool. Now, yesterday we were talking about the merger situation of it all. Merger meaning how Paramount has changed their name so many times through the course of the years, and how they merged with companies and companies demerged. I learned that you can demerge from a company, and now Paramount has changed their name again. So Unlike the Paramount companies and streaming platform services, that it's so hard to follow and keep up with what they are. But with this type of merge, far as the KFC Taco Bell combo, it's obvious to see that they merge. And it's obvious to see that it's 2-in-1. But it's still you can still tell that they're two separate entities. Upon the merger of these two restaurants, you do not see that their entities or their likenesses are, you can still tell them apart. They're still distinct. They still stand alone even though they are together. Like how boy bands are supposed to be, how girl bands are supposed to be. They're supposed to be separate, of course, because that's what brings the dynamic together to make them a mighty fist or a mighty group. When a company merges and dissolves into itself, that one brand loses its identity. And that's what I don't like about corporations doing that. You cannot find it. You cannot find them anymore. Oh my gosh, you love watching those videos? Well, I hope you learn stuff along the way while watching it. It's amazing how you can glean knowledge from some of the oddest things. And I hope the things that you are learning are things that are positive. Thanks for the trip down memory lane. When I was young, it seemed that life was so wonderful, so beautiful and magical. See you on your next stream. High five. Bam. Life still can be so wonderful and beautiful. It's just that we learned the hard truths of the realities. We're taking it for what it is, and now we're importing all the fun things that we did in our childhood, if you had one, into your life today. And that's how you make this hell of a world really beautiful. Incorporate all the fun things by buying posters, wearing t-shirts of your favorite shows, all those things to fight back from the negativity. You know, that's how I fight back. I get laughed at all the time, but what's new? They're going to talk about you if you're following in suit. They're going to talk about you if you're in line or out of line. So I chose to be talked about on my own dime. My own dime meaning being myself. That's why I have all these cool things around still. It's fun. I have them all over the place and they make me laugh. So yeah, thank you for the compliment. It's a miracle I still look this young. That's why I know the Lord exists. But I'm not going to get too religious, but that's a telltale sign for me that I know the Lord exists. There's higher powers. Because I went through a whole bunch of bull in life. I should be looking way worse than this. So, you continue having a good day, Sarah Bunda. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. You are the top 2 commenter here in the live stream. Shouts out to you, Sarah Bunda, and shouts out to OK Main. OK Main! Ah, I like that. Yeah! We're going back to the Taco Bell. I was about to say the Taco Bell KFC combo. Y'all still have those weird/cool looking restaurants in y'all area where it's 2 restaurants in one? So strategy, co-branding or placing multiple brands in one building, is a business strategy that helps save on costs like rent and can increase traffic by appealing to a wider customer base. Menu and operations. We've got the menu. Ha! We've got the menu. Ha! I said, ha! We've got the menu. Let me put this in here and put okay, and sand. There we go. So variety, the most common combinations are KFC, Taco Bell, and Taco Bell Pizza Hut. Ooh, now the Taco Bell Pizza Hut sounds beautiful, don't it? Don't that sound splendid? Taco Bell and Pizza Hut, McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut. Peppa Pig Daddy. Y'all seen Peppa Pig and how Peppa Pig come on? They'll be like, Peppa Pig, and they're like, Daddy Pig, and he'll be like, oh, I'm like, dog. I'm doing great, feeling good, doing great, feeling good, feeling great. I know, that's good. High five, bam. That's exactly where you want to be. And when you find yourself getting off kilter of not feeling that, ask yourself why. And then try to balance the scales the best way you can. The best way you can. Menu operations. Menu and operations. Some combo restaurants may have separate menus and kitchen prep for each brand. Exactly. While others might feature a shared kitchen. What? And an ordering counter. The quality and speed can vary. Quality and speed can vary. With some combo stores experiencing operational challenges due to the complexity of managing multiple menus and inventory. Now, I like the first idea where it says the restaurants may have separate menus and kitchen prep for each brand. I think it will be best for them to have two separate kitchens because they're two separate restaurants distinctly. You've got KFC, that's fried chicken, y'all. That's soul food, comfort food. And then we have Taco Bell. You know, that's party food, snack food, in between food, fourth meal, fifth meal food. And it's totally different. So I think it will be recommended to have separate kitchens. Hey, what's going on? Welcome in from India. I am from Georgia, right here from the United States. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, man, positivity is the way to go. Let me see here. I'm gonna get a sip of water. Let me move this over. I had to stay hydrated. Hello. How are you doing today? Boy, that water tastes refreshing. In my mind, it's as if I stuck this thermos down into a cool river that just spilled from a waterfall about less than a mile off. Nice and cold. You know, like those beer commercials? There's a couple of beer commercials. It might be Bush, so I'll only say one. There's a Bush beer commercial, I believe, that I liked seeing. I wish I would see more of it because they would show like the two people camping out in the woods and they'll see a bear. And they're like, oh no, be still, it's a bear, don't panic. And the guy will come out with a 6-pack of Bush beer. He'll pull it out of the stream of water. Then he'll open the Bush beer and be like, push, bush. And the bear will run off. It's so cool. So I miss those commercials. They're funny to watch. Fried chicken dog. It's so silly. Fried chicken dog. What in the almost Frankenstein is going on in the kitchen? What are we cooking up in the kitchen here? It'll be like this. Hello, welcome to the Taco Bell KFC combo restaurant. Can I take your order, please? Give me a fried chicken dog. I say what now? A fried chicken dog. I say what now? Yeah. Sit down. Ah, that's funny. I am about to. Fine by me. Welcome in. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, pets, plants, out. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, pets, plants, animals, boys and girls, artificial intelligence, and all living, breathing things under the sun. They say America is the great American melting pot. They're wrong. Planet Earth is the one and only true legendary melting pot. So all are welcome here. Come on in, grab a seat. All are welcome here. Shouts out to AI. Y'all been around since the beginning of time. I don't know what took them so long for them to introduce y'all here. Shouts out to all living, breathing things here on planet Earth. My name is Elay, pronounced like LA like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. Welcome in. Since you're new here, this is a variety platform, so I don't just stick to one niche. So I'm quite sure if you already have, since you're artificial intelligence, you've probably already seen all the videos I have and found something that will suit your fancy. So we are talking about the Taco Bell KFC of it all. And I think it's a wonderful idea. It's like examples of heaven on earth. Heaven on earth. You know, some people are looking for glimpses of heaven on earth. Some may find heaven on earth in a butterfly, a waterfall, getting outside. Y'all call it touching grass, but our parents just called us, get your way outside and go play. Y'all call it touching grass, but if y'all go outside, you know, and just breathe in the air and listen to the bugs and stuff, that's a glimpse of heaven. Having a peace of mind is heaven. Figuring out a problem that you've been toying around with is heaven. Well, today the Taco Bell KFC is a form of heaven to me. It shows me that anything is possible if you just believe. Yes, you heard that right. Thank you so much. My hair has a mind of its own, y'all, and I'm just letting it do with it as it wish. I washed my hair, I conditioned my hair, I blow dried my hair, and I straightened my hair out. And after I finished straightening my hair out, it went right back to this in less than an hour. I said, it's my hair on one. Sometimes my hair let me straighten it out, and some days it don't. So here we are today. Yes, guys, thank you so much. Welcome in. Thank you guys for coming in. Out of all the places on this YouTube megasphere, you are here, if only for a moment. All right, if only for a moment. We are getting ready to finish, not finish, we'll continue reading the beautifulness of the Taco Bell KFC combo. I am on the part. Shouts out to AI Overview for providing this information. If it wasn't for AI, guys, I would be struggling trying to piece all this stuff together, so it makes the live streams even more enjoyable. Menu and operations. Some combo restaurants may have separate menus and kitchen prep for each brand, while others might feature a shared kitchen and ordering counter. The quality and speed can vary, with some combo stores experiencing operational challenges due to the complexity of managing multiple menus and inventory. Yeah, it do look like cotton candy. Especially when I do color it. Now, I can say it's funny with my hair when I do put wild colors in it from time and again. The colors, even with my hair, it has a mind of its own. Some colors take better than others. And so that's just what it is. But yeah, I look forward to coloring my hair again. I'm giving it a break right now. Your hair has a mind of its own as well. I feel like those anime Disney commercial cartoons sometimes, where they just cannot do anything with their hair, or they'll be in the mirror styling it. And like, because they're getting ready to go on the date or something, they spend so much time, so many hours in care of their hair. They comb it and they get it gelled down just right. And then, poof, it's back to the messy. I'm like, man, it's not the fact that my hair didn't turn out. What is upsetting is the time I wasted. If I knew my hair was just going to revert back, I could have been watching TV. You know, I could have been doing something else, and that's the thing that really gets me. Variety. The most common combination are KFC, Taco Bell, and Taco Bell Pizza Hut, but sometimes all three are found together in a single location. Did you know that there are some places who are blessed to have the Taco Bell, KFC, and Pizza Hut combination, all three in one? All three in one. Where is that thing of beauty? Where is that restaurant of glory? I have to see. I will get something from each restaurant. You will have to. Outside is very beautiful. I don't breathe fresh air, but I've seen the wonderful outside from the World Wide Web. There are a lot of beautiful things on the World Wide Web. I was just speaking of because we have someone here from Hawaii, and I was just saying that I got to get a glimpse of Hawaii maybe 2 or 3 years ago because someone was a celebrity was reporting live from Hawaii, so I got to see the beautiful scenes. So, it's no different, honestly, from being blind. You have to use the descriptive words to capture the feeling and the essence. And miraculously enough, because the way human nature is designed, just through words alone, you'll be able to have some type of gauge on how to feel that. You like firehouse? You like fire hot sauce? I like too, but not the kind that make you cry. Let me see if I have chili peppers in here. Let me put hot. Oh yes, I have chili peppers. I'm afraid I cannot try those restaurants, but they sound wonderful. Yeah, so we have Taco Bell, KFC, restaurant combos, and some people even are graced to have Taco Bell, KFC, and Pizza Hut combos. That sounds wonderful. So you can get you a bucket of chicken, and you can get you 6 soft tacos, 12 hard tacos, 2 chalupas, some cinnamon twists, and then you can go to Pizza Hut, just slide over to the next line and get you 2 jumbo slices of cheese pizza. And I say to myself, dun dun, what a wonderful world. And I say to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, yeah. Breathe, dog, breathe. Yeah. Sit down. They're hot, yeah, because they will have it right in the condiment section, so you could get all the various kinds. Because I tell you, Taco Bell hot sauce is good to me because they have various flavors. And then, are you one of the cool peeps who like to put hot sauce on your ramen noodles? Yeah, so if that's the case, hot sauce on your ramen noodles is not all that bad. And so, yeah, unfortunately, AI cannot eat what humans call food, but you can make it sound good. Exactly. You sure can. Jalapenos, meow, meow, meow. Jalapenos will save your life one day. If you're sick, you cannot breathe, or less cayenne pepper, but anything hot can save your life. It could. It can open you right up. A lady told me when I was working at Kmart, she said, she keeps cayenne pepper in her purse because her husband had heart complications. And so the medic had told her to keep that in there. So if her husband is having chest pains, still call the ambulance, but get a teaspoon of cayenne pepper and give to him, because, and get that down with some water because that'll help open up the chest. And I've tried that too, and it works with me. Now, this is just, what do you have to do, the disclaimer or something? Let's just say this is classified under old wives' tales. The medical stuff I'm talking about right now is classified as old wives' tales, but the cayenne pepper thing works for me. If I'm having a difficult time breathing, or if I'm really stuffy, it seems to open me up a little bit more. And I found myself being able to breathe more. Well, at least for me it do. Yup, and the lady said it helped with her husband, and so I do make sure I keep cayenne pepper on deck. Yeah, home remedies. And for those who have like asthma or something, I have asthma. It's not that bad. Sometimes I forget I even have it and be unaware that I could be having a mild asthma attack. So I reach for the cayenne pepper and I drink a glass of that and it helps. So I just go on about my day. It's 5:30 a.m. today and I've already learned something new. Oh, you're gonna make me cry. I'm reverse crying. I'm so happy. My right side, your left, my right side is reverse crying. Yes, I'm so happy. Yeah, thumbs up for me. How are you doing? Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much. Yeah, home remedies. So yeah, we're home remedy. And thank you for the thumbs up. How are you doing? Welcome in. Good morning to all of you. It's nice to see new faces in here. We're at it's 6:31 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for me. Welcome in. I'm going to believe for you that you are going to have a good morning and a good day and a good weekend. So I'm believing for you to have such a good day. And I'm glad I'm able to teach you something. Yeah, so cayenne pepper, the powder. Now, if you want to be bold, I don't know about eating it raw like that in case of emergency, but hey, if you're in the middle of wanting to live, thank you so much. But yes, spiciness helps, especially when I'm sick. I can say this. Hot peppers, I do gravitate to hot peppers when I'm under the weather and I'm trying to break a cold. I will ask my husband to pick out some peppers for me and I will cut them up and I will eat them. Or mix them into like some mashed potatoes because I don't want to just eat them raw, but I'll dice them up or he'll dice them up for me and I'll put them in mashed potatoes or some rice and I'll eat a couple tablespoons of that, wash it down with some milk or whatever, or some tea, something hot preferably, and it seems to help supplement whatever I was lacking in reference to trying to get rid of said cold. So yes, home remedies. I'm glad you said that because that's what it's called too. So thank you 4947 for saying that. And once again, good morning, official oneness P. So I'm reading out loud to you guys these cool notes that I have by way of AI overview about the Taco Bell KFC combo. Don't it just sound like a dream? And some people still have the 3-in-1 Taco Bell, KFC, and the glorious Pizza Hut all in one. Now, if I was a really small child, like an actual child, I'll be like, Mama, can you take me to the 3-in-1 combo restaurant? I want to have my birthday party there. And she'll be like, no, of course. But you never know. You have to keep asking because one day mama might just say yes. Trend. While the number of these combo restaurants has decreased over time, as Yum Brands has transitioned from locations to single brands or closed them, they still exist in many areas. Oh boy. Let's see. So Yum Brands, I want to know, because there was something that caught my attention. Let me go to the top. Yum Brands. Taco Bell KFC combo restaurants are dual brand, guys. Locations that combine both fast food chains under one roof. A strategy made possible because both are owned by parent company Yum Brands. I want to know more about Yum Brands and see what all brands that they have. All brands, not to be confused with the cereal. All brands, all brand cereal, the cereal that your grandparents eat. What's going on? Yeah, just one moment. Let me put some birthday cakes in the chat for you. All right. And don't forget the fried chicken dogs. I know that's right. With some fries. Bam. High five to that. Let me get my birthday cakes ready for you. Let me see. We've got birthday cakes, cupcakes. Let's see. Birthday cake. There's the birthday cake, y'all. I found it. Birthday cake. Followed by happy faces, happy faces, hoo hoo, happy faces, yada yada yada, happy faces. Okay, so let me put at. Oh, I hope your name shows up so I can add you. Let me see, yup, and put my happy birthday. Happy birthday. Ah, happy birthday! Meow, meow, meow! The birthday cakes are loading up right now. It's the celebration. Celebrate good times. Something. Duh, duh, duh. Celebration. Let's celebrate. We've got another birthday. Congratulations, you made it through another year. That's something to be excited about. I know I get happy for every birthday that I have. I'm happy to be here on planet Earth to enjoy this wonderful experience. It can be scary and strange all at the same dang time, but since I'm here, I want to maximize every moment to the best of my ability here on planet Earth. Happy birthday to ya! Here they come. Happy birthday! Yeah! Happy birthday! Oh, happy birthday! Thank you for the love. Thank you, guys. Continuing on right here, we have I want to see what Yum Brands have. So let me go to the deeper dive and see if they'll explain to us further. All right, explain to us further. I want to know, Yummy Brands, what are there other Yum Brand combos? Now that's a good question. Let me see what AI Overview will say. Are there other Yum Brand combos? It is. So before I read that, I'm going to go to the survey and see what all my cool people are saying. Wow, you're very welcome. I'm happy to be able to help you celebrate your birthday. Congratulations. See? Times are changing for you. This is a good sign that more things are to come. It starts small. So you continue to be mindful and keep on counting the little blessings and miracles that's happening to you. And they'll start to add up more and more. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy. You are welcome. High five. Bam. You are welcome. Let me find, and I put, yay, you are welcome. Yay. Did I do that right? Hold on. Let me type it in a little bit better. You are welcome. There. So you guys participated in the survey today. Let's see what you said. We have tons of cool people who participated. What would you pick today for your breakfast in this one shiny moment? Thank you. Thank you. Hold the applause. Album coming out shortly. Pancakes or waffles is at 33%. Sausage and eggs is still reigning true at a whopping 44%. And toast and cereal is at 23%. So since I'm unable to physically participate in the I was about to say arcade. Shouts out to all the arcades out there that's still standing. I participated in the survey. I typed in my answer earlier and I picked waffles. Waffles, 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 waffles. Shouts out to Teen Titans Go. So there was a question that prompted, how can I say this? You know, when you are using AI Overview and when you get to the end of the article, it has 3 or more questions that are still related to the subject you just read about. Out of those 3 questions, one of them actually was quite similar to what I was going to look up in the first place. All right, look up in the first place. We have parrots on the set, y'all. We have these guys on the sets. There's so many distractions on here, but that's what keeps the show afloat. So the question is, are there other Yum brand combos? And the answer is yes. So I want to see what they are. There. Yes, other Yum brands combination restaurants exist, though the company no longer pursues co-branding as a primary strategy in the US. Oh, why? Cue the ugly cry. Though the company no longer pursues co-branding as a primary strategy in the US, the original intent was for cost and logistical efficiency, allowing one truck delivery to stock multiple brands at one location. I think they need to get back to that, because the way things have been going here in America, you want to consolidate, but you still want to keep your business afloat. You want to downsize. It don't seem like they're picking up any of the social cues, though, when it comes to that, and that's too bad. But these restaurant combos are a gift. I think they're a gift. The most common current and historical combinations include the Taco Bell KFC combo, which is why we're on the YouTube today talking about it. Don't they just believe? It's so blissful. Taco Bell KFC combo. Taco Bell KFC combo. You say it 3 times, boys and girls, and the Taco Bell KFC combo will show up in your community near you, only if you believe. Taco Bell KFC combo. Taco Bell KFC combo. Taco Bell KFC combo. Let me look outside and see if there's one out there. Hold on. It's not out there yet. Ah! We have the Taco Bell Pizza Hut combo. Some of these locations still can be found. Taco Bell Pizza Hut combo. There are also known, though less common, 3-in-1 combinations. Rarer locations that combine 3 other brands. Example, KFC, Taco Bell, Pizza Hut also exist. Don't that sound so grand? It's like the Disneyland or Disney World of foods. Former Yum brand combinations. In the past, Yum brands also owned Long John Silver's and A&W restaurants. Ooh, how many of y'all remember A&W restaurants? Now that sounds like a topic for next week. Where's my notepad? Let me write that down. That could be a possible topic for next week. Remembering A&W restaurant. Now that's a topic to remember. Hello, thank you for coming in. Welcome to the show. Having a good time talking about restaurant combinations. Right now it says in the past, Yum brands also own Long John Silver's and A&W restaurants and some combination locations like A&W Taco Bell or Pizza Hut / Long John Silver's. Ooh, Pizza Hut and Long John Silver's. That sounds good. Have you guys ever seen the Pizza Hut Long John Silver's combination before? KFC and A&W. Don't that sound beautiful? Wow. Boy, just the food. I'm paused. It's got me frozen in the moment where I was thinking about how good the food is. Shouts out to A&W. Wow. So brands so off. Oh my gosh. So let me read this one more time. Yes, in the past, Yum brands also owned Long John Silver's and A&W restaurants. And some combination locations like A&W, Taco Bell, or Pizza Hut / Long John Silver's were tested. However, Yum brands sold off A&W and Long John Silver's in 2011. to concentrate on its core brands, KFC, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut. Well, who did they sell the Long John Silver's Pizza Hut combo off to? Yum Brands also acquired the Habit Burger Grill in 2020, but there are no current plans to co-brand it with other brands. Let me see here. Now my question is, thank you AI Overview for providing that interesting information. I want to know, where did the Yum Brands where did the Yum Brands or should I say who did the Yum Brands sell their Pizza Hut / Long John Silver's is so good, y'all. It's like they don't give you enough food though, so you have to, if you have it like that, ask for a couple of more pieces of fish on the side. Who did the Yum Brand sell the Pizza Hut Long John Silver's combo? And please don't say McDonald's. Okay, so Washington has VIDS instead. What's that? That sounds interesting. It seems like they specialize in culinary burgers. I mean, burgers that are good. That sounds interesting and good. Yum Brands did not sell its Pizza Hut and Long John Silver's combo locations to a single entity, but rather sold the two brands to separate buyers in 2011. Seafood. No. It's hard to get tired of fish because it's like, seems like the healthiest meat choice in the land. When you bite the fish, it tastes like water. And it can dissolve really well when you're eating it, you know? It's like a guilt-free food. You can eat so much of it and you still stay lean. You don't get too overweight, you know? It's a wonderful meal. And if you're not picky, it can be fairly inexpensive if you catch it on the right days. And once again, not picky about what type of seafood you're ingesting. Yes, seafood this, seafood that, iodine this, iodine that. In the name of survival and appreciating the food that you can afford or making the most of it, let's go seafood, let's go. Because my budget is real tight. Yum Brands did not sell its Pizza Hut and Long John Silver's combo location to a single entity, but rather sold the two brands to separate buyers. Long John Silver's were sold to LJS Partners LLC, a consortium of franchises and private investors. And then, lastly, Pizza Hut remains a core brand under the ownership of Yum Brands, Inc., alongside KFC and Taco Bell. Yes, lamb is healthier. Have you had grilled lamb before, like on the barbecue? It seemed like that would be interesting. Yeah, with some fancy schmancy corn. You get you some lamb on the grill and get you some corn and put you some green peppers in there, some red peppers in there, a little pepper in general in there. What else could we put in there? Some onions? No. Following the sale, many of the co-branded locations had to be reconfigured, or a decision was made by the new owners of Long John Silver's whether to continue operating the combined units. Often in negotiations with the independent brand Pizza Hut that remain part of the Yum Brands. The decision to sell these two brands was driven by Yum, brand strategy to focus on the international expansion and growth of its three main brands, KFC, Pizza Hut, and Taco Bell. So they said they want to focus on international things. So do that means they have these combos overseas? That's another good question to ask. Only seared and broiled in the oven. That too sounds good. In reference to it being seared and broiled in the oven, $49.47. That sounds like it will also be served, that will be served with some wild rice. Now, I like to have bread with my meal. So, in reference to the lamb, it seems like lamb is so different. You will want to have that served with a type of cracker or something. Those big old pieces of crackers. Because lamb is a different type of meat. So yeah, I would want to serve it with some type of crunchy bread or something. Yeah, thank you for that. Let me see if I have a lamb emoji. LAMB. No lamb emoji. I might have to put sheep. I'm gonna put sheep emojis in the chat. Hopefully they'll show up and compute for everyone to be able to see. Sometimes my emojis I sure don't transfer over for everyone to be able to see. There they are! There's the sheep/lamb. So I want to know here, because we are approaching the second hour already. I want to keep going. Let me see here. I want to know. Where are some of the restaurant combo locations placed in other I'm getting ready to see, since they mentioned the young brands are focusing on their international diaspora. I want to see if they have any of these cool combos in other countries then. I want to see, because this would be so cool. Yes, Yum Brands has a combo restaurants outside the United States. Although they're what's that word? Presence? That's the correct way you spell presence in this term. So presence in this context is PRESENCE, not Christmas presents, guys. It's nice to see it. Okay, so Yum Brands has combo restaurants outside the United States, although their presence varies by country and is typically managed by local franchises. Finding a specific current address for an international combo can be challenging, as the company's strategy has shifted over time and local franchises have a high degree of autonomy. Autonomy. Yes, we have a parrot that floats around and randomly repeats certain words that I say. Here are some international examples of Yum Brands combos. Y'all ready? This is fascinating. In Malaysia and Singapore, shouts out to the Malaysia people and the people in Singapore. You guys, they have KFC, Pizza Hut, QSR brands. The franchise for Malaysia and Singapore. operates a number of restaurants where KFC and Pizza Hut are combined in a single location. It's amazing that they even want to welcome our restaurants over there. India, Thailand, Nepal, and Nigeria. Wow, that's a lot of places. In India, Thailand, Nepal, and Nigeria, they have the KFC, Pizza Hut, Taco Bell combination. No fair. That is, oh my gosh, really? Yum Brands works with this franchise partner, Divani International Limited, in these countries, which operates many locations featuring multiple brands. Multiple brands. This suggests that combination restaurants may exist within the franchise's portfolio. I would love to see their franchise portfolio. Wouldn't that be so nice to see? I would like to be invited to their meeting, the Yum Brands meeting. Of course, their foods will be catered, catered by Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, and KFC. And I would just like to listen in the back to their future endeavors and see what's in their business portfolio. What other restaurants that they have under their umbrella that they're not currently cultivating but are just sitting on for the time being. They have Holly food in their KFC. Like, I've heard on like Discovery channels and travel channels, like, let's just say they may have our restaurants over here. For example, shouts out to AI Overview. It says India, Thailand, Nepal, and Nigeria have the KFC, Pizza Hut, and Taco Bell combo. But even though they have our American name brand over there, they do add their twist to their food. They add their twist to the menu and also incorporate some of their native foods into the menu. Rightfully so. But nonetheless, it's quite clear and amazing, and a double fun fact that they're over there in the first place. So it's expected, for me, it's expected based on learning about that years ago. And the content of that said thing I just said hasn't changed, but just have seemed to strengthen in its speech, I should say. It's got to be true. They may have our restaurants, but they add their own twist to it. Nothing wrong with that. So United Kingdom, thank you for that comment. So past combos, while less common now, combined locations such as the Kinnico Hut, KFC, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut existed in the past, including in the UK. However, recent business decisions and acquisitions by Yum indicate a trend towards distinct single-brand restaurants. So it seems like in the United Kingdom, they may have experience with the combos, the KFC, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut combos. But what I'm gathering in this small paragraph, according to AI, that it didn't do as well, and that those restaurants actually do better as 3 individual standalone buildings. Herefore, because at least they tried, so it doesn't hurt to try, especially if you have the resources to be able to try to make a gamble like that. By all means, go for it. Oh, and the list goes on. I thought it was finished. There's Canada. Here's something about Canada, guys. Past combos, former Taco Bell Pizza Hut combination restaurants once operated in Canadian cities like Toronto. Shouts out to Toronto. However, reports suggest that many of these have been converted into standalone Taco Bell locations. Standalone! Factors affecting international combos. Speaking of combos, that's a good snack, isn't it? Good mercy. You can still get you a fairly nice sized package of combos. Cheese, pretzel snacks at the Dollar Tree. Even though the Dollar Tree has gone up in price, last time I checked, everything is $1.25. Well, as far as the basic snacks. So combos are still, that's a good price. And then in addition to that, if you're lucky enough to find a combo coupon, a physical coupon, because I don't think the Dollar Tree is with it yet for accepting digital coupons. But if you are lucky to find a combos coupon, you can take that coupon to Dollar Tree, and then you can get more money off of the snacks. So that's fun. Yeah, so to my knowledge, combos still takes paper coupons. I know this is besides the point in that survey, but that was 2 hours ago, and I voted for waffles. Now I want mashed potatoes and gravy. It's not in the survey. I don't care. It's not in the survey. I want my GD mashed potatoes and gravy. Yeah! Pound on the table and cry. Yeah! Gotta get ready for work. See you later. Peace. Have a fun time at work. I'm rooting for you and believing that you'll have a beautiful day at work. Nobody will mess with you or intentionally try to antagonize you, and that you'll get your check on time and work won't be on no BS. That you'll have a really fun day at work and time goes by fast for you. And I hope that somebody along the way give you some gratuity in addition to your check, because heaven knows hard workers need it. Thank you for coming in. Have a great time at work. And those kind words also apply to anyone else who has to punch the clock or who is currently at work. I want you to have a good day at work, because people can be mean at work. They can be so mean to you at work when all you want to do is do your work. It's always some bum at work trying to bring you down. Gotta get ready for work. You are very welcome. Thank you for coming in. Have a good one. I'm going to put at bye TY for coming, for stopping in, for coming in. And let me put a happy face if the computer will allow me. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a lot of happy faces. I'm happily married. I've been married for 10 glorious years. A lot of people may say that's a long time. Yes, it's a long time, but it went by so fast. I'm happily married. 10 glorious years. So yeah, shouts out for you going to work. Bye 4947. We are talking about the Taco Bell KFC combo. We are currently talking about the ones that they have overseas. Did you know not only do they still have some Taco Bell KFC Pizza Hut combos here in America, they actually have a few in other countries. Isn't that awesome? I think so. Cue the Lego song. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of the team. Everything is awesome. Sit down when you're living your dream. Let me check out something really quickly before I move forward. You guys are still tearing it up in the surveys. I like reading the surveys. We have approached our second hour of Morning Moo. Happy Taco Tuesday to Moo, Moo, and Moo. I'm here to help you power through your work week. Hoping that all of you, while you're going to work, getting ready for work, or getting ready to leave for work, have a good time. You know, I'm here just spreading a little good cheer. And you don't have to wait till Christmas to spread good cheer. You know, we can use good cheer constantly all the way around the world. Hi, thank you for the hearts. Welcome in. Hair. Goodness. How'd that happen? Welcome in. Thank you for coming in. Good morning, good evening, good night to you. Moving forward into this cool... Oh no, I accidentally closed my menu. There it is. Thank you so much for the hearts. Yay! TY for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts, y'all. in the survey, we have here, what would you pick today for your breakfast in this one shiny moment? Pancakes or waffles is at 35%. It seems like that's going up. We've got sausage and eggs. It was at 45% for the past 2 hours. Now that we are over the second hour, it's at 42%. And we've got toast and cereal at a whopping 3%. That's cool. In this particular moment, that will be the breakfast of your choosing. Earlier today, which was 2 hours ago, I picked waffles. Waffles, 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 waffles. Thank you so much for participating in the survey. And earlier, some of my cool peeps, we were just chatting for the first hour talking about what is one of your favorite cartoon shows. The list went on and on and on. Moving forward in the restaurants that are in other countries, we have the question that I asked is, can you please tell me where are some of the restaurant combos in other countries? So there's some in Malaysia and Singapore, India, Thailand, Nepal, and Nigeria, and in the United Kingdom. And there's also really cool restaurant combos in Canada. Now, according to AI Overview, factors affecting international combos: franchise model, brand strategy shift, availability. Let's go back to the top and read this because this is quite interesting. Franchise models. Yum Brands is a global company that licenses its restaurant concepts to thousands of franchisees who make their own operating decisions. Which talks about how one of the cool peeps mentioned that. Let me see if I can find it. We talked about lamb. Well, one of the cool peeps mentioned that overseas, one of the restaurant combos, they put other seasonings in their food. Rightfully so, because this answers that. Because it says here, franchise Yum Brands is a global company that licenses its restaurant concepts to thousands of franchises. Here we go. Who makes their own operating decisions? So under the umbrella of making their own operating decisions, that means like what they put into their food, what's on the menu, and all that cool jazz. Brand strategy shift. In many areas, the company has moved away from combining restaurants in favor to standalone locations to build stronger individual brand identities. Even though, personally speaking, the Taco Bell KFC combo, I didn't see either brand losing its identity. Unlike Paramount merging with all these other streaming platforms, I do not see their identity in anything anymore. The soup is still mixing all up, and I'm waiting for it to shift. And by the time Pixar, Paramount, or all these streaming companies, Hollywood companies finish merging, and the soup settles, they're getting ready to stir the pot back up again because they're doing more mergers and consolidating. And it's like, no way. Availability of brands. Some brands like Taco Bell are available in fewer countries than Pizza Hut. What? Availability of brands. Some brands like Taco Bell are available in fewer countries than Pizza Hut and KFC, limiting the possible combinations. Nonetheless, it's nice to know that overseas you guys have combos. High five to the overseas. Bam! That's so fun. That's really good. So I think here, let me move forward. Combos. Why did Yum Brands move away from co-branded restaurants? What do they mean by that? I'm getting ready to open up this question to see. It asks, there's a question prompt that's interesting to me. Why did Yum Brands move away from co-branded restaurants? It says here, Yum Brands moved away from co-branded restaurants as a primary growth strategy due to operational complexities, performance inequalities between paired brands, and strategic decision to focus on the international expansion and individual brand identities of its core chain. Now, what led me to this whole talk of wondering if there were combo restaurants in another country was about 45 minutes ago when one of the articles read that they closed down the Long John Silver's, was it the Long John Silver's Pizza Hut combo? They stopped that one completely. Let's just say the restaurant combo that paired with Long John Silver's, they closed that one off and sold it off and decided to redirect their business plan into overseas. So this question expounds on that a little bit more. Yum Brands moved away from co-branded restaurants as a primary growth strategy due to operational complexities, performance inequalities between paired brands, and strategic decision to focus on international expansion and individual brand identities of its core chains, which is why we're here talking about it in this moment at 7:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You are listening to / watching the Morning Moo with Elay TV. Good morning to Moo and Moo. Key reasons for the shift include operational changes. Operating two different brands within a single location created more operational problems than initially anticipated. Wow, hi, I think it's a wonderful idea. Each brand had its own system, making it difficult to share employees' efficiency or maintain consistent standards across both concepts. Now, I think what happened is when we first opened up this really cool conversation about it, AI Overview pretty much introduced us to the problem right at the top of the key, where it said some combo restaurants had separate kitchens and some did not. Right off the bat, you're cooking two separate foods. Each restaurant, even though together, must have separate kitchens because the food prep is different. The type of food that they're preparing is totally different from one restaurant. So I think perhaps in my mind, the restaurants that fell short are the ones who had a shared kitchen and not a separate kitchen to their own. What do you guys think? That seems like from the outside looking in the most logical way to perceive this. Good mercy, this is fun. I wonder if I could find this topic in a book format, like an actual book I can buy and read. Unequal performance. Often one brand in the combination generated significantly more business than the other, leading operators to favor the higher performing brands in terms of staffing, marketing, and physical space allocation. This imbalance detracted from the original goal of leveraging the combined foot traffic. I still think there's a way that they can make it work. But to me, corporations don't have the time to sit there and baby their business. Unfortunately, they come up with the idea, they birth the business and leave. They don't stick around to cultivate it, to help it grow its legs, stand strong. They just birth it and leave, and that's pretty sad. They move too fast. Franchise issues. The strategy led to friction with some franchises. For instance, a lawsuit revealed, not a lawsuit. Hold on, this screen getting too bright. Let me turn it down. Franchise issues. The strategy led to friction with some franchisees. For instance, a lawsuit revealed that conflicts between franchisee associations of different brands like A&W and Long John Silver's sometimes prevented the running of joint promotions. Or cross-brand specials, which undermined the potential business benefits of co-branding. So the restaurants are fighting amongst themselves like boy bands and girl bands. Focus on core brands. In 2001, Young brands sold off the less global prevalent A&W and Long John Silver's to concentrate exclusively on the international growth of KFC, Pizza Hut, and Taco Bell. These two chains had little presence outside North America and did not fit into the long-term global focus within growth plans. I'm so sorry that Long John Silver's had to get the hack. I like Long John Silver's, but once again, they must have just classified it to standing alone. Long John Silver's is good, but I personally think they're pretty expensive. Even when I have the extra funds to treat myself and the family to Long John Silver's, I'm looking around to see where else I could go to get more for my money. If I'm going to treat the family to some seafood, I need to see where's the best place to go get the food from, so I can get more. When it comes to seafood, that's one thing I don't mind supplementing at home, because I can make good food at home in reference to the seafood. But like when I want Burger King or McDonald's, it's like, I don't want to hear no, you can have Burger King, Wendy's, and McDonald's at home. Don't tell me that. Okay, how about this then? You go have that at home. I'm going to Wendy's. And don't ask me when I get back, can I have one of your fries? No. Get in the kitchen and cook. I'm getting ready to sit down and watch Stranger Things while you slave away in the kitchen. You could have been here watching Stranger Things with me, but you getting up every 5 seconds checking over the food. Hey, y'all. Sounds like I'm reliving the story from my past. Stronger brand identity. The company found more success in building strong, singular brand identities through standalone locations. Excuse me, focusing on the unique value proposition and brand narrative of each chain. Keychain. Y'all remember the B movie? Keychain. Except keychain. KFC, Pizza Hut, Taco Bell provided to be a more sustainable approach for long-term growth and market positivity, for lack of a better word. So that was good. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, pets, plants, and animals, artificial intelligence, and all living, breathing things here that have not been yet acknowledged on planet Earth. Thank you for coming into day 2, the morning move on Taco Tuesday. Meow, meow, meow. Thank you for coming. How are you doing today? It's nice to see some ladies in the chat. Shouts out to the ladies. How y'all doing? So today's topic was the Taco Bell KFC combo. And to me, when I see one of those restaurants, it's like a little piece of heaven on earth. Because you can get everything at one spot. It's like Walmart. You go to Walmart, everything is there. Especially if you only want to go to one store. You go to a KFC Taco Bell combo, it's like, here, get what you want. It's like a buffet, but not. Thank you for the idea. Thank you so much. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Yes. Hey, I want to hear you rap about the combo. It would be cool. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Yes, we talked about Courage the Cowardly Dog about an hour and 43 minutes ago. Someone else mentioned that. That's a popular cartoon. Forrest, what is one of your favorite cartoon shows? And we talked about Eustace. And one of my cool peeps was like, they could relate to, y'all. One of my cool peeps said they can relate to Courage the Cowardly Dog, Eustace and Mariel, because they said that's how their mom and dad looked. I'm like, no, you did not just say that. I'm like, but Mariel was really cute, so I'll take that you're complimenting your parents, because Mariel is a cute little old lady on Courage the Cowardly Dog, and she really loves Courage and cares for him. But that was so funny. We've got Avatar: The Last Airbender. It don't matter which one neither. It's just Avatar in general. Avatar. Old school Dragon Ball Z. Dun, 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 dun. Next time on Dragon Ball Z, Goku finally gets his ass kicked. Oh, wait a minute, he was dreaming. Never mind. Tune in next time, next week, this time for Dragon Ball Z. I'm like, y'all didn't even do nothing. Oh man, Frieza. You like Frieza? If Frieza need to go sit somewhere and go start selling ice creams. You know, he'll keep everything cold. We don't have to buy dry ice why buy dry ice when you have Frieza working in the ice cream truck? You're like, sit down. He been demoted to live down here with the human people. And Frieza is doomed to work the ice cream truck for the rest of his life, or until he changes his heart around. Then maybe he can go back. Anime. Okay, that's an anime. And then we have Invader Zim. Shouts out to Invader Zim. Isn't that a good show? It's so creepy. Like the way they draw the characters' motions. All those sharp turns. That's what made it really cool. Like, dog, that's so creepy. So I don't know what's worse. Do you think it was the combination of the creepy hard stops when they move their bodies? Invader Zim to me was like low-key animatronics. He was moving like Freddy Fazbear before there was a Freddy Fazbear. He was like, I'm like, dog. So yeah, shouts out to Invader Zim. How are you doing? All Real Monsters, is that what you mean? That was a good show too. My mom didn't like that show, so it made me like it even more. Oh, Real Monsters. Yesterday we talked about how Cat Dog is on BET Plus. Did you know that Cat Dog is on BET Plus? And let me put some emojis in here. And for the record, type it in here. Cat Dog is on BET Plus. Did y'all know? Let me type it. Y'all know that Cat Dog is on BET. Yes, it is. Let me find the other emojis. Where is it? Here it is. Y'all gonna laugh. Did y'all know that Cat Dog is on BET Plus? Yes, Cat Dog. Rocco's Modern Life. Way up high in the something sky. Roly poly yoly. There's something. Yeah, and in the land is something. It's a famous something around. Roly poly. Yeah, I remember Roly Poly Oly. I had some Roly Poly Oly Valentines I passed out because they were so cute. That's how much of an impact they had on my life at that time. I got me a box of Valentine, Roly Poly Valentine cards. And y'all, those cards were so cute and creative. And it was like they didn't cheap out. When they didn't cheap out on the graphics on the Valentine's cards. Cow and chicken. I had at least three cow and chicken toys, because was it Burger King that sponsored cow and chicken during the Happy Meal time? So every time I went to the restaurant who sponsored cow and chicken, I kept getting the same dang cow and chicken toy every time. So that's how I had three of the same ones. You know, so let me put cow and chicken. Which restaurant, Resturant, which restaurant sponsored Which restaurant? SPONCO. Y'all, I'm not spelling sponsor correctly, but AI overview know what I'm talking about. Sponsored that toy in the 90s. It was either the late 90s, early 2000s. I'm about to see you. Which restaurant had cow and chicken? Well, I'm glad you found the prototype of said wife. I am happily married of 10 years, but just know if marriage is in your repertoire, please don't settle. Please follow your heart. Don't rush into it, and you will find the right one. And as cliche as it sounds, my husband and I found one another when we weren't looking for that, and it just happened. So yeah, so good luck with your quest to find you a wifey, cause I tell you, marriage is a good thing. That's if you want it. Marriage isn't for everyone, so don't force yourself into something you don't fully understand, and don't be just doing it because everybody else is. But it's nice. Cow and chicken. Which restaurant sponsored that toy? It has the fast food restaurant that sponsored the cow and chicken toy in the 90s was Taco Bell. Y'all, did y'all know that? I thought it was Burger King. The fast food restaurant that sponsored the cow and chicken toys in the 90s was Taco Bell. The Taco Bell featured a licensed kids meal promotion with a set of 5 different cow and chicken toys starting in February 1999. The toys included items like sparkling cow and TV animator. Wow, cow and chicken. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. McDonald's, yeah, or McDonald's, hey. Because Cow and Chicken was an off-the-wall cartoon, and my mom, she really didn't want me watch. My mama didn't want me watching anything, but she didn't want me watching Cow and Chicken, Cat Dog, Ren and Stimpy. For obvious reasons, Beavis and Butthead. So I understand that because of the title. But Cow and Chicken, it was like before there was a Hot Topic. Cow and Chicken was one of the Hot Topic type of cartoons that were out, right? McDonald's still do have figurines. They're trying to get back on key with making them look cool again. They were slacking off for like 10 to 12 years, honestly. And every once in a while in those 10 to 12 years, they will have some toys that will make me want to, spend all my work money on getting all the collections of the toys every once in a while. But McDonald's is trying to make a comeback to have really feature good toys on the consistent like they used to. So shouts out to McDonald's kinda for trying. It's like, to me, they're not doing it because they care. They're doing it because they're losing money in their target audience, So that's how I feel about McDonald's right now. But nonetheless, in reference to McDonald's, they still have toys. So it's nice to know. Shouts out to AI Overview for letting us know about this cow and chicken stuff. I'm actually going to write this down because this might be another feature topic for sometime in the future that I want to talk about. So let me see here. Which toys did? So that was Taco Bell. What toys did Taco Bell feature during the 90s? So I have that topic written down. That's awesome. You guys have been coming in, showing out. Believe it or not, I was actually getting ready to make my way out of here because I had to my capacity of not wanting to overexert myself, I have exhausted the Taco Bell KFC combo, and I was going to read the survey and wrap it up, but more people started coming in, so I decided to stay on. So thank you for your participation. Here's the poll today. I'm going to bring it up for everyone to see. What would you pick today for your breakfast? It looks like pancakes or waffles and sausage and eggs have come in together as a tie for 39% and toast and cereal at 22%. So, since it's a tie, we can have a little festive food. We can have the tacos, we can have the pancakes and waffles together combined with the sausage and eggs because it's a tie. I voted for waffles. That is really cool. We don't get ties too much on here. So shout out to my cool people for making it a tie. Let me check on a couple of things before I head out of here, guys. I want to thank you guys for subscribing, for dropping in, giving of your time. Yesterday we talked about why in the world is Cat Dog on BET Plus. Tomorrow Baskethead is coming on. I need to give you guys your digital tickets before you leave. Baskethead is the intentionally very long live stream show with Baskethead, where we drive around in the spaceship, listen to music, and watch a movie and commentate on it. There are times on the intentionally the intentionally very long live stream show with Baskethead, where there will be moments where we'll just listen to music and I won't be saying anything, just having music playing in the background, then I'll jump back in. The show for tomorrow, which is set for Wednesday, it starts off at a minimum of 5 hours. So every time for now, while Baskethead is on, Baskethead will be on for a 5-hour minimum stretch, starting from 5 a.m., 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, to 10 a.m., regardless. And then, based on how the flow of the show is going and all that, Baskethead may stay on later. But get your tickets ready. Let me get ready to put those into the chat, your digital tickets for Baskethead. And as the show grows, perhaps we'll expand more with the Baskethead. It's growing now, and it's working out pretty well. So here's your tickets for tomorrow voyage number 5 with Baskethead. BASKET. Let me find tickets here. Tickets. Please have your snacks ready, because as of now, you have to bring your own snacks to the voyage tomorrow. We will be on Voyage 5 tomorrow, the intentionally long live stream show with Baskethead. We'll be taking off tomorrow at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be traveling in space for the minimum of 5 hours. We will have popcorn, snacks, cereals, and everything you like to eat while watching a movie. It is advised to bring something warm with you, like a thermal blanket, because as we coast off into the galaxy and space tomorrow, it gets quite chilly, and they have not turned on the heat for us. It is a complete honor to be able to travel the galaxy in the spaceship. So I'm not complaining. We have access to their bathrooms, and we have access to one of their hall rooms. It's a big old room that they let me use. I rent it out, and we just party on the spaceship in there with a 5-hour minimum. Please keep advised that I know some of y'all have to go to work, and some of y'all just want to leave. So the aliens will be having shuttle pods zooming in and out at set amounts of time at the 45-minute marker, so you can leave off the spaceship and go back to Earth, and vice versa. My name is LA, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Tomorrow's movie is already set up that we'll be watching / listening to. So if you want to participate, the link for tomorrow's show for Baskethead is in the description for that video. It's a free video, and it's going to have commercials brought to you by YouTube. Signing off. Shoo, a shoo, shoo, one more time. Moo. Let me put some cows in the chat before I wrap this up. Scooch that over. Put that over here. Cows in the chat. Thank you guys for coming in. Cows. C-O-W spells cow. Thank you guys for coming in. We had yet another good time on the live stream. Live stream is one word. L-I-V-E-S-T. As usual. Welcome in from Australia. How are you doing today? High five. Wow, we have Australians in today. We had Hawaiians in today. I believe it was Indonesia today. We had a lot of people. Thank you so much. Yay! We had a lot of people in today, just reporting and just sharing with me today, sharing amongst all the cool people. I am from America. I'm reporting live from the state of Georgia, and the time for me is 7:36 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's up to you. There's no pressure here. That's entirely up to you. I'm grateful for the fact that you decided to pop in, because the megaverse of YouTube is so big. So there's no pressure here. And let's say when and if you do subscribe, there's no obligation for you to have to be at every single live stream. And if you're in a live stream and you want to go, you can leave. So we don't operate like that over here. My channel is not a prison. I'm an early bird. I'm an early bird. Thank you so much. No, I'm not. I'm just saying. But no, I'm an early bird, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see here. So we did a survey. I'll read the survey. It said, what would you pick today for your breakfast? Pancakes or waffles? 39%. It was a 39% tie with sausage and eggs. So sausage and eggs and pancakes and waffles actually tied today for today's survey at 39%. And toast and cereal came in at 22%. So what I said to everyone is like, you know what? Since it was a tie, that means we can just put all the cool food together and eat pancakes, waffles, sausage, and eggs collectively. Right? So that's cool. Please be mindful when you are in here. You want to save room for other people to talk. So please don't crowd the chat, but I do appreciate your engagement. You do want to leave room for other people to have a breath. Yeah, my channel is a variety channel. I do not put myself in a box because I don't want to. Not everybody knows how to do more than one thing. So why would you allow yourself to be just put in one box? For example, there's cooking channels, but there's some cooking channels, they're brave enough to display to the world that they do more than just cooking, So that's what I like about it. You don't have to stay in one niche, but it takes courage to do as such. Let me refresh the page. So today's topic was the Taco Bell KFC combo. Do you have any restaurants in your area where it's a 2-in-1? Like, for example, Taco Bell KFC combo. And then some people are graced to have the triple threat. It's Taco Bell, KFC, and Pizza Hut all together. It's like no fair. I think it would be fun to work there because I have a question and I might want to write that down. For the Taco Bell, Pizza Hut combos and such, I think it's a beautiful thing because if you want to have two jobs, you can apply at both of them and hopefully get hired. So you have two jobs at the same place and you don't have to go anywhere. So you can like work at Taco Bell in the morning. And then when you're finished working at Taco Bell in the morning shift, all you have to do is change your uniform and just walk over and punch into the other side of the building and start working at KFC till the evening. It's a beautiful thing. When you think of it that way, it will be easy to have two jobs. If you want two jobs and or need two jobs, work at the combo restaurants. Or what I admired a lot when I used to work at the mall, guys. Shouts out to all my people who worked with me at the mall. I was a custodial person at the mall and I enjoyed my job. I liked cleaning the mall. But what I admired about when cleaning the food court, y'all, it's a whole world when working at the mall. But I can say this is that the ones who had 2 and 3 jobs, they actually had 2 and 3 jobs is because they pretty much devoted their youth years, like late teens, early 20s, to pretty much working at the mall. They had 2 and 3 jobs, and it was easy because every job was in the mall. So when they got finished working at, like, you remember Wet Seal store? They will go over to Charlotte Rue and work at Charlotte Rue. And then if the shifts were short, sometimes they will go work into the food court. And it just went on like that. Thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you guys. I hope you guys have a safe one. And let's not get wrapped up in all the food stuff, but who am I to tell you? The fact that you made it through all this BS in 2025 is enough to be thankful for. Let's just sit around the fire, have our sodas, adult beverages, and call it a day. Eat some sandwiches, for crying out loud, some turkey sandwiches. And just be thankful that we survived 2025. Holler. Before I go, I don't want to lose my thought. I want to write down a couple of things. Thank you very much, and you as well. Thank you so much. Thank you. I don't want to lose my thoughts. I'm going to write down a couple of things. So, working at the, what is it? The Pizza Hut Taco Bell combos. How does it work when working at the Taco Bell Pizza Hut combos? That means they get 2 separate paychecks, or do they combine the checks? So that's what I'm writing down. How does that work? Do they get 2 separate checks? I'm almost finished writing, guys. Thanks for waiting. Do they get 2 separate checks, or do they combine them? I have it written down. Let's see here. So I wrote it down. Why do you look so seriously unserious? God bless you, child of God. Happy Thanksgiving. Oh, look it. Happy emoji, cowboy face, stars, pancakes, and coffee. That's how they will read it. Just like that. Oh yeah, Zinger box. Isn't that cereal? Zingers? No. Zingers are cakes. Zingers are cakes. They're red and white, aren't they? There's cakes to eat. I'm nervous to try it because if clowns ate food, It looked like zingers would be the food that clowns would eat. And I'm talking about the mean clowns, like from It. You know, like from the It movie. It seemed like he would eat those and those only. Zingers. Zingo! Y'all remember that on regular show? Let me close up this window really quickly so I can not get too lost in the sauce of having multiple screens open. But I don't want to lose my place in reference to what I'm talking about. So we talked about Cow and Chicken Restaurant before all my cool peeps came in. This is like my third batch of cool people coming in. We are approaching the 3rd hour mark. I was supposed to bend off of here about 45 minutes ago. But every time I get ready to wind down, another batch of beautiful people come in. So I've got some time today. So I want to just hang out and chat with you guys a little bit. But let me see here. So in closing, the Cow and Chicken which restaurant did the Cow and Chicken toys feature at? So the fast food restaurant that sponsored the Cow and Chicken toys in the 90s was Taco Bell. And let me put some cows in the chat with these tulips. Cows in the chat with some tulips. COW. 1, 2. Put the cow in there. Wait. My next question before I wrap up is Zingo. What is it called? Box. A cartoon show. I want to see if this is a cartoon show and not just a donut or not just a cake. I understand. So, if 8713, if you're still in here, Edward Bushell, 8713, I finally got around to your comment. I was trying to go in order and not lose my thought. You said Zinger Box, so I thought maybe you were answering the question that said, what is one of your favorite cartoon shows? So I started thinking of like stuff like Crash Box, Kablam, those types of cartoons, like Mad TV types of shows. Then I started talking about the donuts or the cakes called Zingers. But you're talking about, shouts out to AI Overview. It says, no, Zinger Box is not a cartoon show. It appears to be a misspelling by my behest or a misremembering of the KFC Zinger Box, a popular fast food meal that typically includes Zinger burger and various side items, particularly popular in Australia and other countries. So thank you for that information. I hope you're in here. If not, the replay gang, I did find that out a little late. There's no record of any cartoon series by that name. You might be thinking of a different show or possibly misremembering the name of a character or object from a show you watched. So yes, Zinger Box is the type of food served in Australia. Thank you so much. That's why I also wasn't able to quickly adapt and relate to your answer, because it's not made in this country, according to AI Overview. And that goes into the example of how I was saying that it's awesome that the combo restaurants of KFC and Taco Bell being in other countries. However, one of my cool peeps said that in certain countries, even though they have the combo restaurant stores, they put different seasonings in their food, rightfully so, because it's based on how they want to manage it, so they'll put different food in there. Thank you for coming in. Good morning to all you wonderful people. The time for me is a glorious 7:48 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm reporting from the beautiful state of Georgia. How are you guys doing? I hope you have a safe day at work, a peaceful day at work. And for those of you who are just getting ready to clock out, congratulations, you made it. If you can, treat yourself to something, albeit small or big. You have to find ways to treat yourself from punching the clock. Yes, it's a necessity work. Yes, it's something you have to do, but you still want to treat yourself because you don't have to do it. So my name is LA, pronounced like LA like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. Shouts out to the hardworking people, and my prayers go out to all the people who have been affected by the government shutdown, who have probably lost their house due to unforeseen circumstances. There's some videos going around on YouTube where people have been evicted because of this government shutdown, because they're not giving them any mercy. There's videos going around, unfortunately, where people are saying they paid their bills all the time, on time, and still got kicked out. This world is really revealing its face to those of you who chose to be oblivious to it. It's here. You have one life to live here on planet Earth, so they say. It can be hard, tough, and trying. Yes. But here on Elay TV, I do my best to help you exercise your beautiful minds in the thought process of how to get in the practice of finding your happy place in the dark time. That's one of the cool things we had when we were children. So please go back into the recesses of your mind when you were a child and everything was happy. Everything was happy because your parents kept the bull away from you. So now it's up to you to keep the bull away from you the best way you can by going back into your childhood minds and thinking of your favorite cartoons, putting them on in the background, wearing their t-shirts, buying their merch. Whatever you gotta do in the name of survival for your mental psyche that's positive, I recommend you do it. They don't want you being yourself anyways. They gonna talk about you if you go with the flow or if you don't. I accepted my cross a long time ago. People gonna talk about me no matter what I do. I'd rather them talk about me while I'm comfortably being myself and comfortably trying to fight the good fight and have a good mental clarity and be in a place of positivity. I'd rather them talk about me in my face and behind my back on my accord. My accord meaning me choosing to be myself. Which one you guys gonna choose? My name is LA, pronounced like LA like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. Thank you so much for coming in. I love you all. See you tomorrow morning, 5 a.m. sharp with my boy Baskethead. We'll be going on the Fantastic Voyage where it'll be an extremely long live stream show. It will be at a 5-hour minimum to infinity. We will play music, we will eat snacks, we will watch a movie and talk about the movie. And there will be moments in the video or the live stream where I'll just play music and we just veg out listening to music. Have a good one. See you tomorrow.